Good morning, everyone, especially to our professor, Dr. Inji Kinatakan Duhilag. My name is Mary Joy B. Villamor. I'm here to discuss my assigned report entitled Situationism and Ethics and Value Theory. Situationism could mean different things. In Situation of Ethics of Joseph Fletcher, according to him, the idea that people should base moral decision on what is the most loving to do. Joseph Fletcher was a philosopher and ethicist who wrote the book Situation Ethics in 1966. Fletcher was influenced by a throwaway comment made by a St. Louis cab driver who said, "Sometimes you've just gotta put your principles to one side and do the right thing. It has a rules either by doing or either by duty or principles aren't the same thing as doing what is right." Situation ethics, unlike some other kinds, is an ethic of decision of making decision rather than looking them up in a manual or of prefabricated rules. He is claiming that action is more important than no action. No action. A person should be defined through their actions and through their choices. The emphasis here is on moral action because you cannot know before the situation arises what are you going to take. All you can do is make an individual assessment. Situationism, a theory that changes of human behavior are factors of a situation or traits of person possesses. We are all influenced by our physical and social environment that is often determines our action and behavior. The example for this is, for instance, when you are going to grocery mall to buy basic needs, holding the list, what to buy, while you are walking, you look at the chocolate display at sweets department. You are tempted to buy the chocolates, so it is an example that a situation that you can't resist the temptation. Situationism, in psychology, it is a theory which holds the belief that changes in human behavior are factors of a situation rather than the traits of a person possesses. So in situationism, from the vantage points of art, politics, philosophy. Situationism, the ideology that combines elements of a person, the Marxism, with avant-garde artistic practices in tradition of Dada. Situational ethics is a philosophical position that although there are few universal truths, different situations call for different responses. The solution that will be offered is as follows. First, there are basic principles of right and wrong. Second, these principles can be applied to issues. Third, these principles may call for different results. According to some people's point of view, our behavior are influences by situational factors, which can be internal factors and external factors. First, internal factors are those which influence a person from inside traits. The example for this is, suppose a child who's having a high temperament personality shows aggression towards another child who score first rank in competition. The second one is external factors, mean those factors which influence human behavior because of outside influences like environment, work, and school, and also to the people around us. For example, A child who is always show positive and kind behavior towards others suddenly show aggression because one of his or her classmates unnecessarily troubling him. Okay, that's all about the situationism. Let's move about the value theory. Value theory encompasses a range of approaches to understanding how, why, and what degree persons value things, whether the object or subject of valuing is a person, idea, object, or anything else. This investigation began in ancient philosophy, where it is called axiology or ethics. Early philosophical investigation sought to understand good and evil and the concept of the good. At the general level, there is difference between moral and natural goods. Moral goods are those that have to do with the conduct of person. For example, the statement, Mary is a good person, represents a different sense of the word good. Then, the statement that was some good food. Okay, ethics is mainly focused on moral goods rather than natural goods, while economic has a concern in what is economically good for the society but not an individual person, and is also interested in natural goods. However, both moral and natural goods are equally relevant to goodness and value theory, which is more general in scope. Value theory, as with many terms in philosophy, by praise value theory can mean a variety of things. It can mean one of the 4 or 5 largest fields of philosophy, but it can also mean the study of which things have value, or it can be mean that the study of which thing have value and what kind of thing value in comparison with other ethical categories. In most restrictive but classical sense, value theory can be referred to something also known as axiology. The value theory of Schwartz 1992 to 2005 adopts a conception of values that specify 6 main features that are implicit in the writings of man theorists. The value refer to desirable goals that motivate action. People for whom social order, justice, and helpfulness are important values are motivated to pursue those goals. Values transcend specific actions and situations, obedience, and honesty. For example, are values that may be relevant at work or in school, in sports, business, and politics, with family, friends, or strangers. This feature distinguish values from narrower concepts like norms and attitudes that usually refer to specific actions, objects, or situation. So before I will end my report, I will read this message according to or from Pater Stewart. He said that ethics is knowing the difference between what you have a right to do and what is right to do. So that's all about my report in situationism and value ethics. Thank you.